going on, everybody? Froggy Stocks here. Nothing I say is financial advice. Entertainment purposes only. Not a financial advisor. But we got to cover something today. It's absolutely ridiculous the amount of people that are out in public influencing people saying if APE conversion is denied or the reverse split is denied, then AMC will squeeze. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be completely honest and be perfectly clear. AMC will not squeeze if APE doesn't convert. And I'll tell you why. If APE conversion is denied, AMC will have a run to $6 to $7 as people reposition to go short the stock once more. They'll get out of APE, they'll sell it off, APE will crash below 30 cents, then they'll go back in and they will short AMC into the dirt. But before they do that, there's going to be some positions that slightly cover to reposition because they know they can get $8, $9, $10, and then retail will chase it, and then they'll crush AMC one more time. AMC is a non-GAAP cash burn of $126 million on the quarter as of May. We have $500 million in cash left, actually like $480 million, probably less now that we're getting into Q2. We probably only got about $400 million. Meaning if we're burning, let's just say $110 million a month, that only gives us 5 months of operating. Now let me explain something. We just had a really good quarter because we had 2 big movies, but we have the writer's strike and I don't see any really good movies coming out. People are going back to school. That means there's gonna be less traffic at the theaters. The closer we get to Q1, the more the movie theater kind of falls off. Chris McShaw, no, you're just stupid. It's not FUD, you're stupid. So let me tell you this. One, AMC has a huge cash burn. If we burn all the cash before we're able to raise money with APE, then we're gonna be up for bankruptcy. That's how it works. If your company runs out of cash and you can't acquire any more debt, then you go into bankruptcy. And guess what happens in bankruptcy? AMC common stockholders, if there's a reorganization, you will get $0. Your stock will be worthless. You will have a total loss. The other excuse is that Adam Aron can sell the $4 billion other APE that we have. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. If Adam Aron dips in and dilutes APE even more without the reverse split and a conversion on the table, they are going to short APE into the dirt. I'm talking sub $1. It's going to be delisted. It's going to be absolutely disgusting. We do not have to get to 0 to go to bankrupt. Yeah, we can literally, guys, they can file bankruptcy as soon as we're out of cash. They have some undrawn credit facilities, but the problem is, like, again, okay, we'll go back to APE. If he decides to sell APE, if the reverse split is denied and say the conversion is denied, and he goes back and says, okay, well, we're just going to go ahead and sell APE at where it is. Guess what? APE's going to go from $1.80 down below 30 cents, and he's going to sell billions of it so he can raise enough capital just to stay in business a little longer. Guess what's going to happen to AMC common stock when he does that? In the dirt. It's going to go below $4. It's going to stay below $4, and guess what happens then? It's going to get delisted from the NYSE, $4 minimum price. APE will also be delisted from the NYSE. It'll be a penny stock because the float will be 2 billion to 3 billion shares. Not a single institutional company on the planet Earth is going to buy up AMC when AMC is sub $3 and APE is sub 30 cents. AMC will go under $1 if he dilutes APE any further without conversion or a reverse split. That's just how it's going to work. Guess what happens when we delist and they burn the rest of that cash into 2024, 2025? Bankruptcy. The only way AMC does not file bankruptcy is if we get the conversion and the reverse split, which I think we are going to get. And then we go in, we convert, we reverse split, and then shorts will come in and cover some of their legacy AMC shares. So their newly converted APE shares go up, 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 and they can sell and they can reshort at the top. Short sellers are playing arbitrage because they know they are going to win and they know there's going to be more meat on the bone after the conversion and reverse split. But the reason they're playing the game and why the banks decided to work with Adam Aron on this is because they know they can buy up all the shares of AMC now that it's going to be over 30 bucks. And why do they want the shares? To control the vote. AMC is a big corporate globalist company. It's run by Wharton Business School people who have worked with or for Apollo. They don't want retail shareholders owning this big company, the biggest movie theater in the world. So everybody says, oh, well, the only reason the conversion vote passed is because of Antara Capital. Antara Capital had a very large part in it, but I want everybody to understand that 30% of retail, 30 to 36% of retail showed up to vote. That means the majority of retail AMC shareholders did not vote. A, they either didn't get a proxy, or B, they just did not show up. And we all know at least 10 people that have bought shares that do not talk about AMC at all. Now, why is that a problem? It's a problem because if Adam Aron wanted to raise capital with AMC common stock, he wouldn't have been able to get a quorum because there's not enough people to show up to vote on the proposal, meaning it wouldn't even have went to the table. Maybe he would have got lucky and did it, but that is why he pulled the vote and said this isn't going to work. So APE was constructed to reconsolidate the vote into a voter base that was actually going to show up and vote. Stop saying Stoopy thinks AMC will have a great quarter and continue to grow. Well, one, you can't spell Luigi, so just, fix your grammar first. Two, even if AMC has a great quarter, we're not going to be cash flow positive. You guys don't get it. You just don't get it. They told us we would not be cash flow positive. The vice president, he said, we have undrawn cash credit facilities, but the deferred rent and the interest and the debt that we have to pay down is soaking up all the profits we're making, let alone knowing that, one, we just had a good quarter. If anybody's been here for any amount of time, we know even with a good quarter, we're not cash flow positive. I've been here over 3 years. Some of you in the chat just have showed up in the last year and don't know what you're talking about. But anyways, if APE doesn't convert and we don't get the reverse split, Adam Aron has to sell billions of APE under $1 again. That means all the vote's going to go away from retail. Institutions will own it all. And all they're going to do is let AMC run $7 to $8, if even that. It keeps the price runs keep getting lower and lower. Probably $6, and then they're going to reshort it, and then AMC is going below $4, and then APE is going below $4 or under $1 as well, and they're going to have major NYSE listing problems, which is going to lead to bankruptcy. So your arb play is going to get smashed. Well, crazy Larry, that's where you're wrong, because I'm not playing arbitrage. I'm long APE. Half of you in the chat that go, oh, your arb play is getting crushed, you don't even know what arbitrage is. I'm not shorting AMC. I'm not long the bonds. There's no arbitration for me. I'm long APE because I know the arb players are going to get this to convert, and APE is going to value up 200 to 300% because it's going to take value from AMC common stockholders. Now, everybody a couple weeks ago tried to say I was wrong, and the funny thing is, APE temporarily went down to 67 cents again for not even an hour, and I knew it was BS because I actually read the court opinion. Everybody that said I was wrong, they influence people to chase AMC up to $8 and get absolutely taken behind the woodshed once again. It's absolutely disgusting. So now I'm sitting here, whoever listened to me bought the APE dip. I missed it because I was at the bar, but I have enough shares anyways. They bought the APE dip, made 30-40% to the upside, and now we're sitting at $1.80 again. It's that easy. So APE is 65% of the company, pretty much, yeah. Fees are over 300%. Borrow fees, look guys, short interest on AMC, everybody's like, the short interest is high. The borrow fees, this, that. I told everybody that if we got any delay, the cost to borrow on AMC would plummet. It went from 1,000 down to 300%. I also told people they would only let it run to $6 to $8. Boom, AMC's back under 5. Anybody pushing AMC squeeze at this point is absolutely out of their mind. They are wrong, and they're going to get people crushed in this play. What's going to happen is the judge is going to come out probably sometime in the next couple weeks. She's going to make a decision, or she's going to say, I need this much more information, but APE will convert. We will get the reverse split. There's nothing that the judge can do outside of Chancery Court, Delaware law. She can't come out and just go, well, I don't like it, so I'm not going to convert it. She is a judge. she has to follow the rules and regulations and the laws set forth under her chair, right? So people thinking that some magical morality is going to hit the market all of a sudden, you guys are doing the same thing all over again. So one, if APE doesn't convert and we don't get the reverse split, AMC is going up for bankruptcy. AMC common stockholders will come out of bankruptcy with zero, and it'll be the play they always wanted, the short. The shorts wanted to bankrupt it anyways, take all the money from retail, then they're going to buy the company up under the reconstructed ticker, under the reconstructed company, as all the debt's shoved off, just like they did to GM. AMC common stockholders get nothing, and then Wanda or Apollo Global or Mudrick will come back in and buy up the entire float and start the process all over again. Two, if the reverse split doesn't pass, but the APE convert does, it's going to give us temporary relief. The reverse split needs to happen to reset the equity in the common stock. AMC common stock is a zombie stock. All the equity's been drained out of it. The bondholders are yielding 37 to 40%. There is nothing left to push the stock up over $10 to $15 except the reverse split. Now, what's going to happen and why it can squeeze after the reverse split and convert is because the shorts are long APE via the arbitrage. Long APE, short AMC common, long the bond. So what's going to happen is they want AMC to run post-conversion. It opens up at 30. They want to run at 70 to 100, something like that. Goldman Sachs said 175. I take 20% off of any of their price targets at any point in time. But they want it to run because their new APE shares have been converted into AMC longs. So their old shorts, they're covering up as their new AMC longs are valuing. Then they sell those. They reopen shorts as Adam Aron says he's going to raise cash. But the problem is if Adam Aron actually raises cash over $50, $50 to $100, he could raise $3 to $6 billion. And if he does that, which is what the bondholders want, the bondholders get paid a premium. They short it back down a little bit, but they go, hey, we can just own the company and all this cash, and we can continue to build this monopoly called AMC, because AMC is nearing kind of a monopoly in the theater industry. So everybody thinking that AMC is going to squeeze if this is denied has absolutely no clue what they're talking about. They shouldn't be making videos and Twitter feeds and everything screaming AMC's going to $1,000 if this is denied, because what's going to happen if it's denied, it means AMC cannot raise meaningful cash to weather the storm. We're still in high inflation. They're talking about more pandemic stuff. We still have a war with Ukraine and Russia. Anything could happen that could make the stock market tank 30 to 40% on a macro level in so many days. AMC could squeeze if APE converts and we get the reverse split. It could squeeze. But please, guys, pay attention. FUD is too high now. MOAS incoming. Luigi Selecchia has absolutely no clue what he's talking about. Nobody in this chat should take anything that person says at any type of value. And I'm thinking right now my chat's probably full of some trading desk people, because the closer we get to conversion and the more that I'm right about APE, which will be the third time I'm right about APE, the closer I get and the closer we get, the more weird comments and the more weird shit we get. Reb Skater, AA did screw us. Yes, AA ruined the MOAS. He diluted us, and then he didn't do any action between $42 and $5 except make really bad tweets. But he is a globalist businessman. Nobody should have had any high expectations of Adam Aron to begin with. He is a CEO implanted by a big fund that has Wharton Business School ties. So let me tell you this. He did go to the table with them and say, don't bankrupt us. I have a plan. Let me do APE. Let's get it out. We'll issue it so we don't have to do an IPO. Then I'll sell you guys a bunch of APE under $1. You guys will make $400 to $500 million. It'll give you all the money you need to cover your shorts. And once again, of course, BAM and all these other guys who always say I'm wrong, they were holding a space call last night talking about total return swaps and stuff, which I brought up 6-7 months ago. And Terra was put in place with Citi Global to set this up so they could unwind total return swaps. Now, the problem with these total return swaps, say I have a bunch of AMC shares. The person across the street wants access to them. They pay me a premium for access to them. People out there doing total return swaps are lending those shares out to multiple different entities, which creates naked shorts and FTDs. Now, I want everybody to think real hard about this. APE is 16% short interest and now is up to 9.4 days to cover. What do you think is going to happen? Luigi Sicilia, you are paid off. Goodbye. Good, leave the channel. Nobody cares, Luigi. I'm not paid off by anybody. I'm up 256% on the year on my own portfolio. Yeah, they pay me to have Nintendo games in the back, Luigi. Fucking dumb. Bam has not been 100% correct the whole time. Oh, incorrect. Yeah, he's got some things right, but he's got a lot wrong. And I'm telling you, these guys come to my channel, and I like Bam, and nothing against him, but these guys come to my channel and they steal stuff, and then they go out and they rehost space calls and videos, and they take my DD after they say I'm wrong and they recirculate it. Just like what I said with DRS, everybody. Remember the day Adam Aaron came out on earnings and said, oh, you guys wanted DRS? Here it is. Me and Froggy Styles pushed it. We took a lot of heat. The community tried to kick us out, but every time we did DRS push, guess what happened? We had a 30% price rise in AMC. Last time was 9.10. The second time was 7.10, and that's where I got out and told everybody go long APE. So anyways, here we are. I wanted to drop a quick video on the logic. If APE does not convert and reverse split, AMC will file bankruptcy by March of 2024. AMC common stockholders will get nothing. 2, if APE converts but we do not get the reverse split, we will get a temporary reprieve, but Adam Aaron will have to raise under $1 billion, and that won't last maybe through 2024, 2025, we go into bankruptcy. If neither of those happens, then Adam Aaron has to sell APE as is. APE will go under $1. He'll sell billions of it. It'll dilute the piss out of AMC common stock. We'll go under $4. APE will go under $1. They'll both delist from the NYSE, and AMC will go into bankruptcy by 2025. So it's absolutely crazy to people that are saying AMC will squeeze if APE doesn't convert or APE reverse splits. AMC will get a temporary price bump, probably to $6. Everybody will be celebrating again, just like all the AMC common stockholders who were celebrating last week when APE went to $7, $10, or $8, and they were telling people buy, 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 and suddenly we're back at $4, and everybody who bought between 6 and 8 are now even worse than bag holding. Instead of buying APE at 68 cents, it'll be crazy. We will not squeeze before bankruptcy. You guys just don't get it, man. Do you really think the stock market and the corruption and the fraud, we're 30 days on the threshold list again for the 50th time. Adam Aaron is blowing sunshine up everybody's asses. AMC's under $4. The judge is delaying. We got all these people suing AMC for no good reason. It's absolutely crazy for people to say AMC is going to squeeze before bankruptcy without some type of catalyst. Now, you guys, if APE converts and reverse splits, then yes, shorts will want AMC to squeeze because they're going to cover into that squeeze as their APE converted new AMC goes high in price and they get to sell and they take a profit. They're going to make money on AMC dropping during. It's going to get announced that APE will convert and reverse split. AMC will drop under $3 that day. APE will run up to 253. AMC will drop under 3. Shorts will cover into the conversion. They'll be out of their short, and the new APE converted AMC longs are going to value way up. Then they're going to cash out once it's hit its max. And Adam Aaron's going to get the go-ahead to say, I'm going to raise capital. When he does that, they are going to reshort. Adam Aaron will raise $2 to $4 billion. They'll reshort it on the announcement. They'll get out again. AA will raise the money, pay the bondholders off. And then institutions are going to come in and own the entire company again because retail is going to get diluted so bad out of their AMC common legacy stock that they're just going to forget about the play. This is all set up for an equity redistribution and restructure, which is going to allow institutions to own the controlling vote in AMC. Why they want to own the controlling vote is because AMC is the largest theater company in the world. They have a lot of assets on hand. People say they're not assets, but they own a lot of theater leases and stuff like that. They have all brand new laser projectors. They're all digital. Everything's new, shiny. They're the largest theater company in the world. They're almost a monopoly. So in that, if AMC does go bankrupt 3 to 4 years later because they just don't quit burning cash or the theater goes out, somebody's going to come in and eat those assets up anyways. But if he raises $46 billion, he can pay off 80% of all the AMC debt. And I say 80% because there are some bonds, there are some notes that are only 2.7%. You don't want to pay the low interest notes off when you can take the cash and put it in a treasury bill. AMC could buy treasury bills right now and earn 4% interest compared to paying off their 2% notes. So, you guys, I'm telling you right now, long story short, if APE does not convert and we don't get the reverse split, it's just a road to bankruptcy. I don't care what anybody says. The math is there. People say we can't go bankrupt. A 4-year-old could look at the balance sheet. Again, 128 non-GAAP cash burn for the quarter. We only got $450 million left or less in the war chest. There's some undrawn credit facilities, but if they take out more debt, that's just going to increase short pressure, and it's not good. So we need to get this done. This needs to convert before October because the government fiscal year resets in October. Money gets tight. Money markets dry up. The market gets rough. Everybody knows it. Go look at the balance sheet. You can see the cash burn. You can see the net loss. You can see everything you need to know that it's going to go bankrupt if he does not raise money. So regardless, video went longer than I wanted to. Yeah, Grandpa Barney, A, can't dilute and raise cash. We are screwed. We are absolutely screwed. Look, this dude, AMC already squeezed the 72. That was a squeeze. $1.92 to 72 is a large squeeze. People talking MOAS to $100,000 have no clue what they're talking about. They never have. Now, what are all these comments? Rudy Sunga, you are stupid. Stupid. You guys come into my chat and try to insult me, and it just adds to my revenue pool. So thanks for insulting me, you guys. So how high will it squeeze after the reverse split? Nobody can tell you that for sure, G-Rock. For me to say I know it's going to here, I would be lying. Let's just say this. Goldman Sachs gave a high price target of 175. I was saying it could potentially go to 70 to 100 bucks. Anything after 70, I'm not going to be greedy, you guys. Right? This is what happens is it ran to 72 bucks and people had 4,000% or something and they got greedy and held and we're back at 4. So I'm saying we open up 30 to 35 bucks right now. This event has never happened. When they issued APE dividend, we ran to 10 bucks on APE and like 16 on AMC. That was a good day. It's because that event's never happened before. Now we're getting ready to do a conversion, reverse split, and a QSIP change. If anybody followed COSM, CSOM, you saw what happened there. You saw what happened with GNS. This is completely different. This could take right off out of the gate into halt, run up to 70 bucks, flip around on a halt, pop right up to 100 and hit 150 range. But I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to unload shares throughout the price run. If it opens up at 35 or 40, I'm going to dump 10% and get my initial cost back. That way, no matter what happens, I don't take a loss. If it hits 50 to 70, I'm going to do another 15%, maybe 20. If it just runs past 70 and goes to 150 after I've dumped 30 to 40%, then I'm playing on casino money. I'll let it run. I'll get out at 100 to 150, whatever, depending on what I'm seeing online. Because as I trade, I'm watching everybody else and I'm watching everybody else like, oh, as soon as I see the top influencers go, AMC's the play, it's going to 100, say we're at 80 bucks and they're like, it's going to $900. As soon as I see that shit, I get out because that's when the short hedge funds key up and go, okay, most of the community is being misled by this fool, so we can dump on them right now and they're going to bag hold. So again, why can't he raise capital by selling APE? If he sold APE right now, you would not raise enough money compared to the dilution amount you're going to get. There's a ratio. For every one APE, he needs to raise like $5 to $10, right? If he's raising money on APE at $1.80, he's raising less cash than will offset the dilution. And don't forget, if he sells APE as it is now, that dilutes AMC too, common stock. People don't get that. So If the settlement was legit, it would not take the judge this long for a decision. Yeah, I said from day one, I even said it on Al from Boston's channel, this settlement was frivolous, it was bullshit. Adam Aaron's probably working with them guys, in my opinion, allegedly. And that's why Judge Zern's having a hard time with it. She's like, you guys are doing this on purpose. In my opinion, Judge Zern is protecting shareholders, even though it's affecting my APE play a little bit. She is protecting shareholders. But they want this settlement because they want to dump another 6.5 million shares on the open market right at open to control any squeeze potential. So, because the float will be billions, exactly. Froggy, can they convert and just not cover? Hedges don't use common sense. Look, if people are short AMC common stock and it converts and run to $70, then we squeeze like hell. You do not want to be caught short in this event for the first week. If you're short AMC common stock, it could ruin and offset any gains. There is the potential that AMC shorts have actually went long. They're holding their short position, but actually went on the long side, and they just all dump it on the news of conversion. So there's a high cost to borrow. If we convert and AMC goes to say $50 at open and cost to borrow is 300 to 400%, and they have to increase their short position to maintain, then we get a squeeze. That's an infinity squeeze potential. I'm pretty sure they've all got themselves on the right side of the track though. So how can you say AMC Common is going to go bankrupt when he's got 4 billion more APE? Miles Casey, if we don't reverse split and convert, then Adam Aaron has to sell APE at under $1.80. You don't get it. If that doesn't happen, APE is going to crash below 40 cents. And if he's selling billions of stock under 40 cents, that over dilutes the float compared to the ratio of amount of money he raised, which means the company is worthless. When companies over dilute and don't raise enough cash, the company becomes a penny stock. It happens all the time. That's like 101 market. Anyone knows that. Let's see. AMC will squeeze if they didn't. They wouldn't pay all that money to borrow. What? Okay, you guys. When shorts pay high cost to borrow and they short a stock and actually report the short interest and they're really heavy in the short, it means they know the company's not doing good. They don't short it to get squeezed. I don't know who put this in your guys' head. Hey, let's go short this company over what we legally can just so we can get short squeezed. No, most shorts know they're going to win on the short side. Now, AMC is a different case because we had that FOMO event, which got shut down by Robinhood and FINRA. That should have squeezed that day to hundreds of dollars. But right now, AMC common stock shorts know they are going to win because of the arbitrage play that has been put on the table by Adam Aaron. They're going to win on AMC. But APE shareholders are going to make out. If you want to own any part of this company, you want to own APE. APE is the preferred stock. I don't know what people don't get about that. AMC will squeeze the opinion. How long is she taking, do you think? Yeah, I do, Chen's walk. I do think she's going to have the conversion go through. I think she's doing everything procedurally, crossing her T's and dotting her I's so she doesn't get in trouble with anything. Because you got to remember, the Chancery Court and the NYSE already approved the certificate of incorporation to allow them to do this. Now it's just a matter of approving the certificate of incorporation to convert and reverse split and QSIP change. I really do think she's going to do the right thing. She's just making sure, honestly, she's giving y'all more time. She's giving everybody time to reposition properly. Look at Mullen. Yeah, look at Mullen. BBIG. Look at Hellbiz. Look at all the other companies that did massive dilutions under $1 and didn't do what AMC is doing. That's for sure. They did a reverse split and a massive dilution, but they did not have any preferred conversions. And that's the difference between AMC and Mullen. Cost of borrow DTC and all the other numbers, do they really mean anything? Yeah, they do. They really do. If you know, check this out. Upstart was going down the drain. I was watching it close. I told everybody, I said, hey, watch Upstart. Cost of borrow and short interest is going way up, but they're in deep trouble. I said, watch for some kind of catalyst. And then boom, a big company that is bigger than Upstart, but in the same business, bought out all their loans. They raised $4.5 billion by selling all the loans they couldn't facilitate anymore. Guess what happened? Shorts got squeezed on that one, which is why Upstart went from 16 all the way up to 71 the other day. Now we have an opportunity where AMC raises $4 or $5 billion in cash, and anyone that's on the short side of AMC that is not working with Adam Aaron and playing arbitrage is going to get destroyed. There will be shorts that get destroyed, but for the most part, most of the big players in this are playing arbitrage, which means the deck is stacked in our favor if you're owning APE. That's how it works. He can do that with APE and not merge the stock. If he doesn't convert, here's the deal. If he reverse splits APE, that means he has to reverse split AMC too. You know what that means? That means you can just short both of them back down to nothing. The whole point is the conversion allows people to value up 200 to 300%, which is going to give the money to the ARB players that's going to allow Adam Aaron to raise proper capital. What if you sold APE in one account and bought back in? I'm not sure what you're asking. Your tax lots would be different. But I mean, if you sold APE in one account and bought APE back in another, it's just resetting your tax lots. So you're APE heavy? No, reverse split hurts you. No. If you're APE heavy, you want the reverse split. I hope the decision is before earnings, Dennis. That would be my favor, is decision before earnings, so Adam Aaron can announce it at earnings. That would give us a really good price run. That may actually make, there's also the scenario where if APE converts and the news comes out and we get the reverse split, there's the scenario that AMC runs back to $8 on short covering, but APE is going to go like crazy, right? I hope it does, because then we convert up to 60, $70 at open and I just sell and I'm done. And it gives AMC common stockholders a chance to get out before they start shorting again. What will the conversion be? For every 10 shares of APE, you're going to get one AMC share. That's how it's going to work. So, when MOAS, have you seen clickbait videos from Data Zero? I don't even know who Data Zero is. Anybody who's got 801 OG or MOAS in their title, I don't even do. Rudy, keep lying. Rudy Sunga. Who is that? Maybe that's Morant's Rants or something. I don't know. That guy's lost all his money on GameStop, and he's over here bitching about AMC. Morant's is a clown. All right, Roscoe. I'm sure AA has given VC Zern the earnings already. Oh, yeah. That's exactly, Roscoe. That's earnings is already done. Like, they've already got their earnings out, and they've probably submitted it. That's probably what they submitted to Judge Zern. And they said, hey, look, we had a great quarter, but we still have a net loss, and we still have a non-adjusted GAAP cash burn of $120 million. And Judge Zern's going to go, yeah, well, if you got a cash burn like that and you only got $400 million left in the coffers, probably less, then you will go bankrupt. So 20K shares of APE, I'm a little worried though, not going to lie. It's just the risk, Yuma. It's like the other day, man, when APE dropped to 67 cents on what wasn't even bad news. That was just the market manipulating people to get them to sell their APE. It's really bad. What happens if Jay-Z denies this? She seems like she'll do the unexpected. I don't think so. I think Zern is just making sure that this settlement is appropriate. So, oh dang, Grandpa, thanks, man. Yeah. Any super, I'm gonna say this. I didn't even know I had that set up. Any super chats or whatever, that stuff goes straight to St. Jude, man. So, and I post it on Twitter when I donate. Let's see. Watch that. Best DD out there. Thanks, Ian. Thanks, Roscoe. If the judge denies the settlement, AMC will rip. Now, if the judge denies the settlement, AMC will probably go to $7. Everybody in retail will chase it, and then they'll short it back down to $4, and then we're screwed. Conversion will go through. Yeah, I believe so too. Are you selling some APE once it gets approved? If APE goes to like $5 to $6, I'm going to sell my initial cost. That means whatever I put in, I put like 25K into it. If APE goes to $5, I'm going to pull that 25K back out and play on casino money. That way I don't take a loss. 70 isn't the ceiling. Escobar, yeah, I totally agree, man. I said it could go to 100. Goldman has a high target of 175. Don't ever believe what they say. Pull 30% off of that, and then you probably get your target. It just depends. We got to see what happens. I have my price target set for me on my exit strategy. I'm not telling anybody to follow them. I mean, like if you sold APE and decided to buy back in, would the new shares also convert? Oh, yeah. If you buy shares before the conversion, no matter what account you're in, they will convert. The problem is if you sell and get caught on the conversion news and the price runs up, then you sucks. Rudy Sunga, answer my hard question, dude. Rudy, type your question again. I didn't see it. Why did AA create APE less than a year ago? That the whole point of APE was to convert it. APE was made to consolidate the vote so they could get a quorum and set up the arbitrage play. The fact, I'm blown away they didn't convert it immediately. Yeah, the APE wasn't created in 2013. The preferred stock was created in 2013 with the potential to break it down into units. But you're right, Nat. Antera's mostly Lily out there. They sold and took their profit. They don't trade like right. Yeah, I believe Antera was set up basically just to set up to unwind total return swaps. But there's also DD out there, and me and Dave have talked about it for a while. Antera owns the SPAC Slam, which is the CEO is A-Rod, and they wanted to buy an entertainment company. So we were thinking that Slam came in with Antera to buy up all these shares so they could have the 10% until the conversion's over. And then if Slam goes out and takes the money they made from Antera and buys up, say, Regal, which I don't think is going to happen now because it looks like Cineworld came out of bankruptcy. We thought maybe that they were going to go buy Regal so they could merge, sideways merge into AMC. APE is legit. It'll get converted back. I believe so too, Roscoe. It will not squeeze period with or without conversion. LOL. Wake up, people, every day. All YouTubers put out videos, single day, nothing changes. Are you all blind? Well, Extra Med, you're wrong there because I've been right about APE 4 or 5 times now. First time when it ran to 10, second time when it ran to 310, third time when it ran to 220, and this fourth time is going to be the big one, and I've cashed out each time. I don't see, okay. Stocks that RS have gone back down a few days later. Why do you think AMC is different? You're right, Rudy. A lot of stocks that have reverse split, and I talked about that a minute ago. Let's use like Mullen or Cosm or something like that. They reverse split just to raise cash, right? The problem with that is they didn't set up any type of arbitrage play. They reverse split and some shorts said, hey, let's cover, let's squeeze a couple other shorts out and then we'll reshort at the top after the cash raise. And I warned people about that. The difference is APE is creating an arbitrage situation where you want to be long APE and short AMC, meaning you're covering into APE converting into your new profit. That means APE is going to run. Adam Aaron's going to raise cash. But if Adam Aaron raises $4 to $5 billion and the company becomes profitable after they pay off some debt and their deferred rent, then there's going to be some longs that want to hang around. AMC is going to go to a high and then it's going to come back down. That's what every stock does. Apple does that. It goes to the new high and come back down. But AMC is not going to go back under $10 once the reverse split conversion cash raise happens and it's under a new QSIP. It's going to be reorganized in a strength and equity. And what's going to happen is you're going to have institutional longs that want to stay in it because now AMC has $3 to $5 billion in cash on their books with deferred rent paid off coming out of a writer's strike. And they're basically a monopolized theater company. So AMC went to 2 in November 2020, then slowly ran up until squeezing in June. Yeah. Stock, okay, read that. Think AMC is a merger acquisition after this matters? Maybe. Dade Murphy on Twitter, he's got a lot of DD on that, so. Extremed. AMC already squeezed once. It went to 72. I've never been hey, it's going to MOAS. I've never been that guy, so I don't know what your problem is. Mullen is not what will equal. Mullen, AMC will not be like Mullen, and I explained why. Mullen simply did a reverse split cash raise. AMC is doing an arbitrage play, and it's obvious Extreme doesn't understand that. Froggy, let them hold their AMC brothers. Someone, hey, Grandpa Barney just said the perfect thing. Look, AMC common stockholders, for years, even me, I said, Adam Aaron, let us pay off the debt. We came up with all these ideas to pay off the debt. Well, guess what? AMC common legacy stockholders, you guys are about to pay off the debt. The arbitrage play is going to create retail bag holders so the institutional APE longs make money as they cover their shorts in the money. They make money on their new long, on their new AMC converted APE. That's what it is. So somebody's got to hold the bag, and it's going to be the retail shareholders who didn't reposition. JJ Hernandez, it's just going to get denied. No. Chenswork, thank you. I cut my AMC DCA down by $50 buying APE. Cool, man. Yeah, Chenswalk, a couple people have DM'd me and said, hey, man, thanks to your DD, I sold my AMC at $7 to $8 on the last run, and they bought APE at 68, and I'm mad. Love it that they made money, but I'm mad that I missed the dip because I was at the bar that day, man. That sucked. Is there not XXX million naked shorts they have to cover? Generation APE, even if there are millions of naked shorts out there, millions of naked shorts, they do not have to cover naked shorts. That's the whole point. The whole problem with this is everybody thought if we exposed the naked short selling, they would have to cover. They don't. FINRA, the NYSE, the DTCC are always going to be on the side of the institutions. It sucks, man. Please explain AMC failure to delivers. All right. So when somebody borrows stock and goes short, but the borrowed stock isn't really there, they're now naked short. Or if they sell stock and they say it's in your account with Fidelity or whatever, but it was really just an IOU because there was no shares available, now there's a failure to deliver. When the share does not get delivered by the market to the person who is supposed to own it after the purchase, you get an FTD list, which can go on for 30 days. It can go on for 90 days. It doesn't matter. There's obviously no pressure for people to cover FTDs. But the good thing is, and I'll tell you what, the AMC FTDs recently, those are probably derived from people wanting to short the piss out of the stock because they know the conversion is going to happen. My theory is the conversion gets announced, the reverse split gets announced, AMC is going to crash under $3, which is going to be the setup for shorts to cover. Once it's under 3, APE's going to run to 3 or 4, something like that. AMC legacy common shorts are going to cover into conversion, and they'll process all that over the weekend when it's being converted. They'll have it all set up in the ATSs and dark pools. And when we open up, you're going to see the new AMC common stock converted from APE run like crazy because now the shorts that covered in the money are long from their APE converted stock. And then they can clear up all the naked shorts with all the new shares that are being produced. If they've dragged this out for 2 to 3 without paying, who's to say they keep dragging it out? It's not beneficial for them to drag anything out into the conversion. You guys, the arbitrage play is set up for the shorts to cover in the money, then make money on the long side from their converted stock because those same shorts are the bondholders. Why do you think Adam Aaron went to Citi Global? He thanked Credit Suisse. He thanked JP Morgan. He went to the table with them and said, hey, I've got a plan for you to make money both ways. Retail can get a bone if they play it right, but it'll allow us to raise cash to pay off the bonds, right? So not only are they going to make money on their AMC short, they're going to make money on their APE long converted. Then they get paid out for the bonds, guys. It's that simple. Adam Aaron went to the table to get a seat and said, I can make you money 3 ways, and retail will not have an excuse for holding any bags because we gave them the opportunity, the information, and the time to reposition. So, Chensberg, thanks, man. Just trying to understand. Yeah, and if I'm a little too rough with explanation, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even expect this stream to go this long, but agree with everything they said, but it's not going to go through. Why? It's taking too long. It would have happened already. No, Jay, I think Judge Zern is taking her time because she knows the weight of this event. She knows there's billions of dollars on the table for this, and she's not going to risk her career over some, okay, guys, go ahead and do it. She's making sure everything is correct. Now, I will say all the barracks lawyers out there who at first said, Judge Zern's going to save the day and deny this, and then all of a sudden now Judge Zern's the enemy, and they've been harassing the court, they need to stand down. Some of them are going to end up getting in trouble. So, all right. Anyways, guys, I got to get back to it. Zern knows the whole world is watching her. I kind of feel bad for her. I think she's doing a good job. I agree with you completely, which is why she's doing these delays, and it's all going to work out. I hope AA sues Ethan and these clowns. You know, there's no point in suing them because they don't have any money, man. That's the whole problem. And honestly, I wish everybody the best. I get that they're out there thinking they're fighting for justice and all that stuff, but they've changed their story 50 times. I said from day one this lawsuit was BS, it was frivolous, and it was Adam Aaron's tool just to unwind more shares. And they went in and they wanted to, oh, Adam Aaron's getting sued. They thought at first this lawsuit was against Adam Aaron, and it's not. It's for Adam Aaron, and people just don't get it. But anyways, guys, I got to go. I'm going to go hit the bar. I just bought a new fart machine. Hold on. I got to show you guys this. And I posted a short with my dog. It's funny. And just so you know, I'm paid by a hedge fund, but I'm over here buying fart machines as jokes. So if you guys want a good time, grab one of these. They're hilarious. I won't show the brand. I'm not advertising it, but here, this is what it sounds like. My dog gets a kick out of it. See? So, there you go. The stinky market talk's over. You guys have a great day. And I'll get a phone stand so my shit's not shaking all the time. But you guys have a great day, great weekend. Be safe. And don't forget, Tuesday, earnings call. We'll be streaming it on this channel. And we'll also be having the Twitter space call. And we'll try to get the old crew back together. So maybe I can get Mark to come in. I don't know. He's got bigger fish to fry, but maybe I can get Mark to come in. So you guys have a great weekend. Take care.